Hello everyone, so today I'm sharing my Coach bag collection with you guys and an unboxing. Interested to see what I got? Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome. If you're new to my channel, well, my name's Caleb, and on here you're gonna find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reveals, reviews, unboxings, luxury travel, daily vlogs, pretty much anything that has to do with life and style. You guessed it, you're gonna find it right here. So before we go any further, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, say hi to me down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys, interacting, answering your questions. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, caleb.snell.designer. Link also down below. Today we're going to be looking at my Coach bag collection. Now, caveat, my Coach collection is actually fairly large. I have a lot of SLGs, hats, sunglasses, jewelry, knitwear, scarves, woven things. So we're not going to cover all that today. This is just solely Coach bags. If you want to see a small hint of some of the SLG collection, check out my SLG collection video for 2022, link down below. That's going to have all of like your wallets, passport holders. Actually, I'm already thinking of things that I forgot to include in the video, so not the best example, but it gives you a sneak peek, gives you a taste. All right, guys, I'm going to clear this off, and then we're going to go one by one through my Coach bag collection. Are you excited? I think you are. So, long story short, I started collecting Coach back in high school. So I think 2006, me, Zane, and his mother would drive about 30 minutes up north to a small town that had a Coach outlet. We did that, what would you say, probably monthly?
Sometimes weekly.
Sometimes weekly, if I'm being very honest. Coach was a very big part of our little group for some reason. Like, we were Coach obsessed. I can remember, I wasn't there. Zane's mother bought her first Coach bag a year or two before I came into the picture, and it was the scarf print hobo. Here's a photo. I'm sure I'll find one. Those are very popular. From there, it just kind of evolved, and we all became Coachies, is what I think we refer to ourselves as. I just thought I was big fancy if I had my big bag covered in C's, which we have here, and I'll give you some more info. And of course I had to have the Coach wallet, the Coach agenda, even though, I mean, I was like a freshman in college. What was I writing in an agenda? I don't have any idea. Sunglasses, wallet, a wristlet for my Fujifilm digital camera. It was 2007. We all had a digital camera, right? Right? Please make me feel better. It was the time. Yeah, I just absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, I even had the T-Mobile Sidekick, and I had the massive Coach Legacy Charm, cell phone charm. Like, does anyone else miss cell phone charms? You could get really cute ones at Coach. So the first bag in my Coach collection is the Transatlantic Tote, and this is made for factory. And believe it or not, I used this as a daily bag back then. I think it was a different time for men with bags. Like, we essentially it's so unruly. We essentially had to be carrying luggage in order to have a bag. Otherwise, oh, you're carrying a woman's purse, which, I mean, I don't care about that stuff anymore, but back then I did. And this was my daily carry for a few years. Now, this was actually a surprise from Zane. I had been planning on buying this bag, I think. We ended up at the outlet one evening, and I didn't have quite enough yet, and Zane surprised me, and with a swipe of his card, this bag was mine. And at the time, this was a very generous gift. We didn't have a lot of money back then. We were both just starting out, a couple of broke boys in college, working all the time, going to school, and it was very sweet of him. So this has a special place in my heart. Fun story, well, not such a fun story, but in case you missed it, the Bags I've Lost video, I go into detail about our first apartment fire, which was a complete loss. Unfortunately, I lost this bag, and it was discontinued at the outlet. They had moved on to a new version that had like weird treated leather. This is all in Vachetta leather, which, all things considered, the Vachetta looks great for its age. However, we had an apartment fire, lost everything. A few years later, this particular bag pops up on eBay. And I told Zane, like, holy F, my bag is on eBay. I'm gonna bid to win, which is normally my mentality when I'm bidding anyway, because why else would you bid? I bid to win, so don't go up against me. The hours are counting down, it's almost done, and I get outbid. I bid again, immediately outbid. I'm like, what is going on here? So I called Zane and I'm like, this idiot is bidding against me. They're gonna steal my bag out from underneath me. I'm freaking out on the phone because I'm like, I have to have this bag. And at this point, I think it's probably beyond, you know, it's going higher and higher. Finally, I tell Zane, like, this is my number, this is my cutoff. If it goes up again, it's just not the one. It's not meant to be. Sure enough, it goes up again. But a week and a half later, it shows up at our door. Zane was bidding against me from a different computer. And yeah, so he bought me the bag twice. Anyway, I absolutely love the bag. It's gorgeous, has Vachetta, has a luggage tag. And fun story again, we had another apartment fire, and thankfully this thing was in a big dust bag, because that's a lot of vachetta and fabric. And it ended up turning out pretty decent after the restoration team got it. I really don't know what they did. Anyway, my first bag, it's so heavy. I don't know how I carried this day in and day out. Like, just holding it up for you guys, it's like, weighs a ton, but it's gorgeous. It's never going anywhere. I want to try and start using it when we travel by car. I don't like to carry things like this commercially just because, you know, it goes up in an overhead bin. You don't know. Things get jostled around. Someone else isn't paying attention, slams their bag up there just to sit down. And I like to travel in the car when we carry things like this. Whenever we do it, it always has rain on the schedule, and I'm like, vachetta. Anyway, I've talked enough about it. Transatlantic Tote, it's fabulous. I love it. Thank you, Zane. It's a good bag. So next up in my collection is another made-for-factory outlet piece. This is the Transatlantic. It's technically a beauty bag, cosmetic bag, but I carry it as a clutch, obviously. And this was another gift from Zane, believe it or not. Another very generous gift, if I should say so myself. So this was at the outlet. I think it might have been like 120 at the time. I don't really remember. Anyway, I was at work one day. Zane calls me. He's on his way home with some groceries in the trunk. And he says, hey, come out and help me. Or maybe I was already home and then he was coming home with groceries. So he calls me. He's like, hey, come down and help me unload the car. I've got a bunch of groceries. He pops the trunk and the big, do you guys remember the white and red dust bags from the outlets like 15 years ago? This was in the trunk, and inside was another matching wallet. I was ecstatic. I had wanted this bag for a while, and he totally surprised me with it. I need to use it a lot more than I do. Again, vachetta, the fabric, it kind of freaks me out, especially now that you can't readily go out and find one in good condition to replace it with. I mean, knock on marble, this vachetta is nearly flawless. Can we all admit? Anyway, so again, lost this in a fire, the first apartment fire. I found this again on eBay myself, and as I do, I bid to win. I won, it's mine, ergo, I win. Right? Anyway, Transatlantic beauty bag, whatever it is. I use it as a clutch. It's the perfect size, great for summer. Throw it under your arm, you're good to go. It's the perfect bag, you guys. And if you can find them, they also come in all black. So you can get like a black mini signature with a black treated leather. It's pretty sharp. I didn't collect it back in the day, so I don't really know if I'm not gonna go after it now, but it's pretty cool anyway. So check this out if you have the chance. As time wore on, I became a bit of a snob and I slept on Coach. I will admit, my mistake. I am fully at fault for this. However, I thought, you know, Coach is kind of fun, and it's at such a good price point, decent quality. And I remember I used to work at Coach, by the way, and I remember this collection came out either right before I started or right after I left, the Coach Cambridge collection. And I'm like, you know what? This was like the pinnacle collection. This was right before Reed Krakoff spun off and did like his own line, which I don't think lasted very long, if I remember right. I don't think it did. This Cambridge collection was so highly priced. It was very competitive, if not more than a lot of Louis Vuitton at the time. This is back when like Speedies were like $600-700, so it's not a very high benchmark by today's standards, but nonetheless, I thought I would go back and buy a bag, and a lot of my OG subscribers are going to remember this. This was the stinky bag fail. If you haven't watched it, link will be down below. It is the most offensive unboxing of my career. So this bag was the Cambridge clutch in the patent leather, metallic leather, and I think the original MSRP was $398 or $498 for this. Do you remember?
I don't know.
Okay, well you edited the video, you might have remembered. Anyway, was not cheap. I think you can get the regular version for like $298, and then this version might have been $398, which for Coach at the time was pretty high. Stupid me, I bought the metallic pierced leather. If you know anything about Coach and metallic leather, the main takeaway, the big takeaway for anything Coach and metallic, do not buy it. And if you do buy it, don't use it more than 3 times and expect it to be perfect, because this thing is so chipped. There's all these like weird orange spots of leather coming out, and the smell, you guys, let's see. This has literally been hiding in my closet. Like, it's not even with the regular bags. It is hidden on a shelf far in oblivion. Okay, it's not as bad as the original video, but I don't know why I keep going back for more. That is disgusting. It's so bad. So essentially oh, and there's pop stitches. Didn't realize that the first time. Another thing with the Coach Cambridge collection, the hardware does not wear well on these bags for some reason. Like, mine is all chipped. This bag is I don't know why I kept it. I do know. I'm just lazy. I didn't feel like, shipping it back. Check out that unboxing if you want a good funny video. People still bring it up from time to time because it was so bad. And I think this was another case of where they sent it in a padded envelope mailer and it was crushed, if I remember right. Just terrible overall. I'm just finding more condition issues with this bag. I need to put it down. I went a lot more in depth though with the Cambridge line. So if you're interested to learn more about that collection, check out the original unboxing. I want to wash my hands, so let me go do that real quick and then we'll dive into the next bag. Okay, I'm back. All better. So the next bag, I think I slept on Coach again for another minute. Well, knowing the whirlwind of unboxings, that's not very true. I think I bought this piece not even 2 or 3 months later. This is the bum bag from the Coach ski collection back in like, what, 04? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, I did a fun video where I took you guys back in time. We ordered it online. It was totally goofy, but so much fun to make. I used the Wayback Machine, those who know. But this bag is so stinking cute. So this is back when Coach was very experimental with materials and construction. So you have the typical jacquard. This is where the belt loops through. I have the belt tucked inside. I unfortunately, I know the camera, adds 10 pounds, but I actually can't get the strap around my body. So it's just a clutch for me. There's like a silk up here at the top on the flap, and then of course rabbit fur trim around the flap, and then just the vermilion lining, and then of course I have the strap here on the inside. This bag is so stinking cute. I think I found it on eBay for maybe 30, 40 bucks. I don't remember. The sad thing is with these older fur bags, the fur does kind of fly away, so eventually I'm going to have it replaced. I just hope they get the colors right. But anyway, Coach ski bag. I think this was technically Hampton's collection, even though it has Soho design cues, if I remember right. Don't quote me though, go watch the video. Link in the description. Anyway, so this turned into a mini obsession of mine, and as you all know, or as most of you know, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Caleb. I'm guilty of buying multiples or going overboard. If I like something, I buy more things like it. And much like rabbits, this too also multiplied in my collection, and I ended up adding the full shoulder bag version because I don't know the word no. Anyway, so this bag, same collection, same year. This one is stunning. So you have the white silk on the top again as well. Really thick fur. The sad thing is I have carried this a couple times in the winter. As I'm walking around the mall, the fur is just flying. So it breaks my heart that, it's starting to fall apart. But again, it is luxury in that it can be repaired. So I will have that sent in somewhere to have new rabbit fur put on it. Anyway, so you have the silk pockets on the sides, and I miss these classic Coach snaps. I think they're so cute. And the buckle opens up to a pretty roomy interior. Quite honestly, there's another zip pocket, a couple of slip pockets, 2 zip pockets on the outside. I just love how there's already hair flying around. Make a wish. I just love how utilitarian these bags were of that area with all these pockets. It just looks so cool, so Y2K, and that is 100% my vibe. More fur is going to go flying as I do this. Anyway, the Coach ski collection, if you can find it in good shape, I highly recommend it. Again, it also came in all black, which looks really sharp, which I think with like a black puffy Montclair jacket could be a vibe. So maybe I'll get that one too. Again, I don't know the word no. It is what it is. Coach ski collection, check it out. So then I started to look at Coach's newer offerings, and quite frankly, I'm a convert again. I really like where they're going with the collections. You've got the tabbies. I love the straw pieces. The denim, of course, I've gone completely head over heels for. The Cashin totes, which I have a couple to show you guys. And I just really think it's cool that Coach is revitalizing themselves again and kind of returning, not so much in the quality. The quality still has a little bit to catch up to the old stuff, but in terms of style and adventuresome, experimental in style, they're really being more adventurous when it comes to that. Good use of words. I love words. So next up, I bought this for my birthday, one of my 16, it's my 33rd birthday bags. This is the Coach Mini Cashin Tote, and of course I went with the color chalk. I absolutely love this bag, you guys. This is the perfect weekend in the city bag. Throw it over your shoulder. You just have room for like your phone, your wallet, some lip balm, and your car keys, and go. It is literally the perfect bag. And if Coach were to introduce more colors to it, I would absolutely buy them because I love this little guy. It's so cute. I went with the chalk just because it's a good neutral, and in my collection, I don't really have a white bag. So I have a lot of black bags, a lot of blue bags, which apparently is a new obsession, but I didn't have a lot of white bags. So I went with this little guy. Yeah, this was like the best, 250 bucks I ever spent. This was a really good bag, albeit a terrible experience in the boutique. watch the video if you haven't already. I go into a little bit more detail about that. I mean, I literally bought it and they just walked out of the back and kind of set it on it. It was weird. Check out the old video. Anyway, love this bag. Coach, please make more colors. Japan had a gorgeous soft rose, and I 100% would have bought that if I could have gotten my hands on it here in the States. So maybe I need to peruse eBay and find it. It was a beautiful bag. Anyway, the mini Cashin tote, and of course you can't have one without buying another one. And this bag has quite a story. So I was able to get my hands on the Coach Runway for Spring Summer 2022, the Eagle NYC tote. This took so much work to get. I have never worked harder for a bag before, and I got pieces from the Hacker collection, the Balenciaga Gucci Hacker collection. This took more effort. This was a battle. So I saw it on the runway, read an article, I think through The Advocate or Out Magazine, one of the gay publications, where, you know, the bag is cool, but they're not going to make one. Surprise, surprise. I was so annoyed, but I held out hope because I saw other people were starting to get like the Zabars, the Central Park, the other totes, the Pearl Paint one. I'm like, okay, this is going to come out. This is going to come out, and I am so jazzed. I signed up to become a Coach Insider so that way I would know when the bag went live, and didn't get a notification for it, of course. The bag went live at midnight one night, totally missed it. Wasn't able to get it online. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. So then I called a couple of boutiques. They weren't going anywhere. And then I found on eBay, people were getting this bag and already selling it for $1,000. The bag itself was only like $498, $598, not $1,000. Absolutely insane. So anyway, so then I tracked down, there were a couple of boutiques in New York. One had one left, the Manhattan boutique. And they're like, oh, someone has their name on it. And like, I literally had my credit card in hand, just take my money, take my money. And then I called another boutique and they're like, oh, if we get one. And I've worked in the industry. I know what that means. That means you have one, but someone else might have their name on it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be patient. If it's meant to be, here's my name and number. Please call me. Like I will buy it then and there, you know, sight unseen, no questions asked. They literally called me 5 minutes later and they're like, hey, Caleb, we've got this bag in. Do you still want it? I'm like, oh, obviously. So they sent me the pay link. The pay link I think I messed up on because when I get too excited, I do that. I thought I paid twice. Long story short, the bag is now mine. And it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And I've carried it, I think, once or twice. I don't really feel comfortable carrying this to the office for, I mean, a big hunky dude on my tote bag. I mean, maybe I should. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Would you carry this to work? Be honest. I'm watching you, be honest. But this bag is absolutely stunning. Comes with a really cool crossbody strap. It's nice and thick. I've done a review. I've done an unboxing. The information's out there. Go and find it. We'll down in my description link. But yeah, I got the second to last Eagle tote in North America. I'm that guy. Sorry. Fast forward a couple more months, you know, Coach is doing their thing, and then it drops. The Denim collection. So I saw a few sneak peek photos and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is coming. I wanted the Soft Tabby, I wanted the bucket hat, I wanted the small field tote. I had to have something from this collection. And Zane and I were at Northbrook. I mean, I just literally revealed it a couple weeks ago. So again, link in the description. And we were standing in Coach and Zane's like, well, you want it? And again, he swiped his card. He's very generous sometimes. And I came home with the Soft Tabby and Denim. I cannot get over this bag. This is Y2K vibes, early 2000s Coach. It is absolutely perfect. It's also giving Mama Baguette. Do we all see it? I mean, be honest, we do. I absolutely love it. I had my initials heat stamped in the Coach tag, the lozenge there, and I love this bag. It goes crossbody, you have the shoulder strap, take off both, you have a cool clutch, so versatile. There's a back pocket big enough for your phone, which we're totally here for. Coach quality. I love this bag. So much so, I have an unboxing for you guys. Any guesses what I have here in this bag? Again, we found ourselves at the Northbrook Coach store, and I couldn't say no. No, I don't know what that means. And I came home with this. So I was like, you know what? I have the bag. Now I need something to go inside the bag, right? I had it narrowed down. I'm like, do I want the bucket hat? I mean, obviously I look good in a bucket hat, but I haven't ordered it yet. So we know that's not in here. I also liked the Tabby card wallet. Again, though, for $200 to have a wallet that I would specifically use in one bag. Didn't really sound like a smart business decision, even though it would look really cute in the other two totes. I might reconsider that. I'm already talking myself into more. Anyway, so I came home with this, and this is so stinking cute. And I think it's only $75. So for those of you who know, I've already narrowed it down for you. I brought home the matching wristlet. So funny story, we were actually downtown and we were at the Michigan Avenue boutique and I was sweating, absolutely drenched in my Gucci, ready to wear. I was carrying my absolutely heavy Givenchy Pandora, the medium size. We start out all the way up on Oak Street. We make our way back down Michigan because we all know the good shopping's up north. Am I right? Obviously. And we get all the way back down Michigan Avenue on our way back to get on the train. We find ourselves in the Coach boutique. They have the wristlet and then Zane's like, do you really want to pay Michigan Avenue tax? I was like, okay, that's valid. So I waited until we were back out in the suburbs and I bought it at the Northbrook store. The wristlet matches the gorgeous pillow tabby as it does, and it has the vachetta strap. I think this is a treated vachetta because I don't really foresee this. It already has a bit of a patina to it, so I doubt it's really going to turn or get water spots, which is nice. We love that with vachetta. It has a cute little hang tag, which I totally should have asked to have my initials heat stamped, so I might take it back in one of these days. The zipper pocket, the zipper opening just opens up. There are 2 credit card slots, which is pretty convenient, so you could use it as a small wallet. It might even be big enough to hold a small iPhone. I don't know. I don't have one, so I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I'm just kidding. It probably does. I don't know. Super cute wristlet. It's bigger than the older wristlets used to be, which I think those were only like $40. Again, I haven't shopped at Coach full price in a very long time, so I don't remember the prices very well. 75 bucks, you get a really cute piece of denim, and even if you don't have the bag, I mean, that's kind of a vibe too, right? Running around the city with just that. I don't know if I could pull it off. I'd end up, dropping it. Super cute, fits in the tabby. It's a vibe. We're here for it. Yeah, it fell down. What can you do? All right, you guys, that was my Coach bag collection. Coach is kind of where I got my start in loving this stuff, as Andrea Sachs would say, but I think that love is still there. So do I still go crazy on Coach? Do I go to the outlet every weekend? I mean, I'd love to, but I don't. I think Coach, it's fun. It's a good American style brand. It's decent quality for its price point, which is nice. You know what you're getting with Coach. I know that sounds weird, but for those of you who've been buying Coach for a long time, you know what you're gonna get. You know what issues you might have, what to watch out for. But overall, for its price point, the quality of bag you get is still pretty decent. I'm not gonna complain. I love Coach. And I also love collecting the older pieces just because it makes me nostalgic. I think that was a really fun time when Zane, I, and his mother would drive to the outlets or, go shopping on vacations, and it just brings back good memories. So Coach will always have a very special place in my heart and in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed my humble 8-bag collection today and my unboxing. I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm so sorry, you guys. I might have another one coming too soon, so stay tuned. I'm sorry. I have a problem. Anyway, you guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I know it was rambly, but we got there. A to B, well, more like A to D, but whatever. It was a journey. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys in the next one. So in the meantime, stay safe, have fun, and bye-bye.